To go as the Giants get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. When these two teams met in 2015, 101 points were scored. The Giants and Saints are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down is Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. On play action, now Manning. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 24.
Got it! Got it!
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Easy.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
21. Monday. 11.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Good set, good set, good set.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And Josh Hill has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Got it. 12.
Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Got it. Got it. 12.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Giants set to get the football back, and they're coming off a 5-11 season. Now, look, that's an improvement from 2017, but still it's 8-24 the last 2 years. Okay, you talked about earlier their need to get big guys up front to protect the quarter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw is Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They do go for it. It's Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 51 yards. And the Giants are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Ted Ginn's gonna go.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, partner, got to fit in some Super Bowl chatter here. We're going to have New England and the L.A. Rams, 2 teams that had to go on the road and win their respective conference titles.
And think about this. The Patriots, who went to 8 straight AFC championship games, back in the Super Bowl yet again, yet they believe they're the underdogs and feel like the whole world is against them. How did they get to adopt that posture? But it's working for them.
And remember, by the way, the Patriots, their first Super Bowl win was against the Rams back in their St. Louis days.
So a lot has changed for the Rams since then. And the Patriots, consistently the most successful team in the NFL. This is going to be fun.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And by the way, need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge tournament still open in MUT drafts until February 11th. And the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't want to participate in something where you could get a piece of $190,000?
That's what I'm wondering.
Get in, get it done. Let's have some fun.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Play action. Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A great rookie season for Barkley, over 1,300 rushing yards, 2nd in the NFL, 11 rushing touchdowns. Also a big asset in the passing game, 91 catches, most by a rookie in NFL history.
Yeah, second only to Christian McCaffrey in 2018, not counting the rookie status at all. How about 2,028 yards from scrimmage, which led the NFL, 15 total touchdowns, ended up breaking 94 tackles. A lot of people said he didn't run inside. Oh, he did, and he broke those tackles and made plays downfield. And don't forget this about this guy. Those numbers would normally win Rookie of the Year going away.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Spinning past him. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So after the INT, it's Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. 3rd down here.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15 and a first.
Here we go. Good set, good set, good set.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Going deep here for Breeze. That's caught at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it went for big yardage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Manning. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From midfield, here's Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A giant first down, Manning to an open Beckham. Manning now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third down, Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Manning now to throw. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Got it. Got it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
13.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Here we go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Des Bryant, 52 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
11.
Bree's going to throw here. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
26, 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Now Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get set, get set, get set. Watch 13, 13's crossing, check 13.
Back to throw, Breeze. And incomplete on the deep ball. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here I come. Here I come. 0-2, 0-2.
To throw is Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let him.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw, Manning. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Manning to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final try now for Manning. And this will be incomplete. One
That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Manning. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.